speaking of Delta, how strong is version 2 Delta? Like the newer Delta?
We have no
Unless
idea.
they give us a reason to believe otherwise, she should be exactly the same as the first one. If anything, I'd argue weaker because she doesn't have rocket jet feet anymore. So there goes that thing. But
Well,
she should
be the same. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
We have no
even if you
idea.
want to say she can fly better now because Ikimoto forgot. I mean, she wasn't having any problems flying with the rocket jet feet. And if anything, like I said, those flames will burn. You fly under her, and now you can fire in your face. That's literally an acid in battle. And then there's no reason to believe that she's more Shibai-ified because first Delta already had Shibai cells, and I don't think adding more is going to do anything at that point. We don't even know if Amado had Shibai cells in the Leaf Village either. But
I can promise you, she is exactly as strong as whatever Amado's intentions are with her.
Yeah.
So, in theory, the cells don't really make you strong. It's probably only the awakening of the Shinjutsu that allows that, or maybe it's just the modifications of your body.
Well, because think about it, Koji awakened his Shinjutsu. He's not getting up and scrapping with Ishiki, but obviously he's injured, so I don't even count him. If you look at someone like Code, Code did awaken a Shinjutsu from Shibai, that being the claw marks, but like in base, he is where he is.
Yeah.
So
he just has a defective karma seal, but it does allow him to boost his stats, like strength. But I don't know about speed. Wise, I don't know speed wise.
It did in the Code arc, but in TBV, you can't tell if first of all, Ikimoto draws it inconsistently. That doesn't help either. But
it's the same as
you don't know a damn bit of a difference.
Let me just because like around chapter 61, 65, I constantly keep looking back at these chapters, and I can't really tell how fast Code could potentially be.
I mean, he's supposed to be dodge before she gets attacked, for the most part.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
but I mean, how far can you scale that? Because
all that fast. I think it's more so the claw marks that make him fast, quote unquote.
Let me backtrack.
Like Minato just was fast. Minato was a speedster, and he had flying Raijin. Code is like Minato if Minato just wasn't ungodly levels of fast. He's just like normal fast and had flying Raijin.
Okay. I don't think Code is as top of the verse speed as Minato by comparison, but I do think Code is pretty quick like, within his tier of people. He's nimble. I think he is fast. Like, he's definitely faster.
I would agree. I would think that Delta is faster.
He might be faster than Delta too, possibly.
He might be.
But probably not much more than that. Like, after that, it's like...
They're probably relative.
Yeah.
Delta could be faster.
I do know that... So, since we're looking... Okay, so base Kawaki was able to intercept a, I would say, laser beam projectile, like an anti-regenerative laser beam projectile from Delta. Now, whether if you want to consider those laser beams actual beams of light, that would immediately put, Kawaki's reaction to light speed, if you want to say that, or...
I mean, you could argue...
How do you interpret
I don't think the artistic depiction will support what I'm about to say, because he kind of disappears out of nowhere, but ignoring that for a moment, you could argue, because then Delta threw Himawari in the air, and she was looking up at the sky. It was pretty obvious what she was going to do, like 10 seconds early. Kawaki could have just jumped in the way before she even shot the attack to get there in time. The problem is that's not really what the art draws. The art draws it's like already been shot, and then Kawaki appears.
It's I mean, you say that it's ambiguous when Kawaki jump, because the whole point is that it's focusing on Naruto because it's unexpected for Kawaki to jump in the first place, and Naruto just is jumping early.
Yeah,
like he sees what's happening. He's clearly knowing what's happening.
So you think, he has, teleportation abilities? Kawaki might have teleportation abilities.
Kawaki, no. Well, I mean, think about it.
Delta didn't just fire her beam immediately. Yeah, she speed blitzed Himawari and threw her in the air, but then she waited until gravity made Himawari stop going up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Kawaki had time to jump ahead. It was pretty obvious what she was gonna do. So,
like Delta probably could have like thrown her into the atmosphere, like Sage Naruto did to the rhinos. She just only did it a little bit so she can blast her in front of Naruto. So.
Yeah, let me actually look at
throw her that high.
The scene itself real quick.
So we're not downplaying this feat, are we? Because of the artistic choice, or is it like
well, what do you think the feat is?
Or is it something else? Well, I think the feat is the fact that he was able to react to a beam of light before it can. Well, those beams, not beam of light, those laser beams before they can reach Naruto and Himawari.
He's definitely not reacting to the laser beam. He's reacting to the
Naruto
he's able to intercept
first. He's able to intercept them, but not react.
I don't
think
he's
able to intercept them.
Impressive. I think it's more about the choice than it is about the speed.
Okay, I will say this particular panel, I'll take a screenshot of, does suggest a ridiculous speed feat. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see.
This is on copy.
Oh, well, okay.
I'll post it in chat.
You want me to screenshot
the? You could.
Oh yeah.
Like, so given that Kawaki intercepts the beam, like you could argue it depends on which side he came from, but from the angle he's at, Naruto later, I'll just describe it. From our point of view, Naruto's looking to the right, Himawari's on his right, Kawaki's also looking to the right, so they both jumped in the same direction. So, in order to get there, unless you want to say Kawaki did a 360 like Ishiki kicking Sasuke, like father, like son. But based off this, Kawaki would have had to have outsped Naruto, which doesn't make sense.
That's not true.
Naruto of all time should be mentally amped speed-wise to protect Himawari, and there's just it doesn't make sense for Kawaki to outspeed a mentally amped Naruto at this point in time.
I don't think that's true, because for two reasons. First of all, I think Kawaki just would be off panel here in general. And secondly, it's clearly drawn in a way to emphasize focus on the three things here, the blast, Naruto, and Himawari. It's not like they're drawing Delta or the background or the trees or the cracks in the ground
know that, but
anything.
The problem, though, is Ikimoto's not good at perspective. But based off this perspective, it's already like the anime frame by frame thing. We took a screenshot of Naruto outspeeding Haku that makes no sense. In terms of this, like it really is. It's already like surprising how Naruto can get here in time, but we believe it.
Well, not really, because we've seen how fast Naruto is in relation to these laser beams. Like that's been a point that the story made.
I know, so that's why I said we believe it. But like these are close. But like where is Kawaki coming from to pull this off?
Well, first of all, he could just be already in front of the beams, just off to the right, barely off screen. Second of all, he could literally be on screen, but invisible because nobody's focusing on him.
That's probably the best argument in terms of narrative. But I think that falls apart in terms of like objective, because definitely can't prove that. But narratively, I love what you just said. My problem though with the off-panel one, while being in front, the beams are going to the left here. So if he's in front, he would have to be like in between the beams and Himawari. I don't really know how that works. Like he would have to be like up. So hypothetically, see where Himawari's yelling "daddy" and the text bubble says "daddy." He'd have to be like right there, but he'd be moving faster than the beams to get there in time. But that means he's faster than the beams, if that's the case, to make that work. Because the argument we're making is if he got a head start, he doesn't have to be as fast as those beams. But if he's not on this panel, and it's not the narrative argument you just made, he would have to be faster to make that work.
I mean, we've seen how fast Kawaki is, though. We've seen him fight Boro, who Sarda said is surprisingly slow, and we've seen him just be speed blitzed by Code multiple times. Was he using Karma when he did his thing here, or just the Scientific Ninja Tech?
Just Ninja Tech.
Okay, so this is base Kawaki doing this. We cannot be hyping this up as faster. Like, no, this is not a feat.
Yeah,
He's
we
not
see
doing anything in regards
Boro's
to the
speed
feats.
blitz
Well,
Kawaki
I'm not
in
saying-
some situations.
Yeah.
So unless you think Boro is faster than
And-
these,
and-
and Sarada's just that fast that she thinks he's surprisingly slow.
Again, I will call on the narrative for this. The narrative is not indicating anything about speed. It's only indicating afterwards that this was about the choice. Unlike, say, Obito trying to please make it there in time, trying to rush to Rin and Kakashi before Rin died. This isn't doing anything like that. It's like, Kawaki, you of all people jumped in front. I can't believe you made this choice, but your arm, Kawaki, look at what you decided to do. And even Delta's like, oh, you idiot, Kawaki. Now Jigen's gonna be mad at me because of what your decision was here. Like, they're not like Delta's not surprised, like, oh my god, Kawaki, how did you move that? But, like, they're not indicating anything like that. So.
Yeah, okay, that's actually the best argument. Delta's not surprised because Delta knows she's faster and stronger, and she's not surprised that Kawaki was able to do.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is not really, you don't believe this is like a really good argument for a speed feat for Kawaki?
It'd be the same as in a movie if someone has a gun and then like you're reacting to them waving around the gun, but you're not reacting to the bullet, you're just jumping in front of the gun.
Okay.
Because especially with Kawaki understands who Delta is more so than anybody here. He knows better than anyone else what Delta's about to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There's also the fact that they don't show Kawaki for like 6 panels after his initial reaction to the fact that she threw Himawari in the air. So he could have reacted anywhere in there.
Yeah.
So we're establishing this isn't really like a light speed or faster than light speed feat for Kawaki at all.
Yeah, I mean, well, the other aspect would be if it was, then the story is just blatantly inconsistent.
Because Kawaki is at most Kara outer level, considering how much trouble he had against Garo. He's not doing anything against Delta, especially against her high speed beams that are like light speed, and Naruto is afraid of.
Well,
like Naruto had to be on guard for.
Well, those. Let's make the what I was trying to do with the whole Kawaki intercepting Delta's beam thing was to see if he actually is light speed or faster than light, if that could somehow upscale Code's speed, if Code is anywhere in that range or potentially faster than that.
Well, he's not.
Well, guess not. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it matters too much anyway, because Code's supposed to be over Delta anyway. So if Delta's light speed, then Code would just be faster than that anyway. So I don't think it does a whole lot.
But I don't want this to be the only indicator of Kawaki. I don't want what Kawaki can do in terms of his capabilities. Because I feel like there could be more, but I don't know.
Well, base Kawaki isn't all that capable. We see him spar with Team 7 at the start of the Code arc. They're pretty relatives.
Yeah, your real argument would have to be dependent on whether you think Kawaki actually got weaker, like Boro was acting like, or if he didn't actually. Because if he did, using the anime's depiction and even the manga, yeah, I'll give it to you. Kawaki looks 300 times stronger versus Garo than he does anywhere else. But how much of that is just anime flair, production value of that fight, and how much of it is actual scaling? Because, if he did get weaker, okay, he was stronger, now he's not. But if he didn't get weaker, then if you think Kawaki's faster than light, okay, so is Mitsuki, because he can react to Kawaki off guard attacking him. I mean, if Mitsuki's faster than light, so was Ao.
Kawaki was like Madara, where he was in the survival mindset, which is why Code